welcome to Get Your Bell Rung Pro Wrestling Podcast. Guys, I know this is a pro wrestling podcast, but tonight it's not about pro wrestling. It's about rock and roll, guys. And tonight, I have a very, very special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, today's guest is a force of nature in modern rock and roll. Few artists brings the fire, the grit, the energy to the stage like he does. From leading NASCAR's Rolling Thunder Band to fronting Saving Abel for nearly a decade, performing over 2,000 shows worldwide, and releasing multiple charts, singles, he has built a career that proves persistence wins every time. Now blazing his own trail as a solo artist with radio hits, a full-length album, and a world tour spanning 5 continents, he continues to push the boundaries of what it means to live and breathe rock music. He shares stages with people like Jason Aldean of Bug Cherry and 3 Days Grace, and he is taking his craft to television with Biker Build-Off alongside the stars of American Chopper. Tonight, we're not just talking about music. We're talking about the grind, the sacrifice, the mindset, and the journey what made him who he is today. Please welcome to the show the unstoppable, the electrifying Scotty Austin.
Give me old turd nummy. Hope they didn't get that on here.
Scotty, man, how are you? You're in beautiful Florida, brother.
Oh, okay.
Hey, tomorrow night,
Downtown Music Hall. Come party with us. Rock and roll.
All right, guys, I'll take it easy.
Hey, look up Peter Dante.
Peter Dante.
Yeah.
Will do, boys.
Scotty, how are you, my friend? Scotty, can you hear me?
They're pretty cool. They come here every day to pick up customers.
That's what you do, kind of, right? Just
Yeah, same exact boat.
oh, it is.
Yeah.
Same company.
No, not the same company, but same style of boat.
Badass.
Do like 1,000 hours of graduate money. Could be, hey,
Do you own it?
No, I do not.
That's the next move.
The only boat I plan to own is this.
Oh, well, yeah.
Dutch.
Hey, if you don't do it
Scotty,
big,
can you hear
nobody
me?
else will.
I'll take introduce you to Sean Dunlap, my boy Brad.
I gotta get sidetracked here.
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
I'll say them.
Scotty, you with me?
Think about
I'm not sure, guys, if you can hear me or not. Scotty Austin, you can hear me okay, brother?
Oh, I like the grass.
All right, so what do you mean? This court is here.
All right,
What do you mean they have acres of yards? There's a golf
I
course.
did like the sand in the backyard. Pretty sick like that. Pool, hot tub, sand, golf.
Scotty.
Fucking giant house. You know, that's one of the biggest ones on that stretch. I looked at another one. It was a corner lot. It was like a river area. It had a boat dock for it. I had to put a couple jet skis in, but it had grass. It went the whole corner lot all the way up to the water. It was down there in the same spot, but it's one of those, the endless like this. It's the corner, like if you're on the edge.
Guys, I'm not sure if Scotty can hear me or not. Scotty Austin, can you hear me okay, brother? Seems like it's
It had a pool and stuff too, but no.
Come on the
Maybe it had a pool. I
podcast.
don't know if it
And
had a pool or not.
But think of Dougie too.
can you hear me?
In case he ever gets a 5th wife, we're talking about like all other shit.
Who?
What's his name?
Scotty, can you hear me okay?
I gotta be coming up soon.
Yeah,
I'm
can
in
you
the
hear me?
show.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Everyone can see and hear you. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
It's everyone can see and hear you. Right there. Is that what this is?
Yes, can you hear me okay?
Oh, why aren't they talking to us? I've never done one. Even with Adam Sandler and Brad Pitt, I've never done one where we're like the silent ones. That they're
I hope the sun doesn't set for us.
No,
I mean, look at it.
Yeah. Scotty, are you able to hear me okay, brother? Hello?
Echo, they're doing their show. He's gonna call, man.
He will introduce you. You'll hear
Hey,
Hey, can you hear me?
Make sure you got
I can't hear you.
Make sure you got volume, Scotty.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I'm not sure. Is your volume, is your speakers on?
Can you hear me?
I can.
Why can I hear you?
Not sure what happened. Not sure what happened, my friend. I don't know.
Shit, I don't know. Hey, sorry, you guys. Sorry, hold on.
Yep. All right.
Figure this out. No, it's
Yep.
But
All right. What about
it's a
now?
damn speaker. I'm not very good at this, as you can tell.
Yeah.
Apparently,
It's
we were
okay.
working fine earlier.
Yep. Let's see.
I mean, I don't know.
All right, guys. I'm not sure what's going on with Scotty. Maybe he'll join back. If not, we tried. This is Scotty Austin, national recording artist. Let's see if he'll join back with me. See if we had these difficult problems before. I'm not sure what's going on the other side sometimes. Let's see if we can get him back. All right, let's see.
There you are.
All right,
So
can you hear me
sorry.
now?
Did you hear me like
Yep,
just chatting in the background?
yep. Can you hear me okay now?
I can. Sorry about that, my friend. Sorry.
Perfect, Scotty. First off, how are you doing?
Man, freaking tastic. I mean, look at this.
Beautiful.
I'm in Destin,
Beautiful.
Florida, Fort Walton Beach right now.
Florida bound, man. It makes me excited. My wife and I, like I said, we're moving in August. Scotty, talk to me about your career, man. Tell me, who was Scotty before you became who you are, the national recording artist?
Oh, wow, man. I mean, how much time do you have? I've been doing music a long, long time. It's all I've ever done.
Right.
So as I started out,
Oh, lost you, Scotty. Yeah, I think we're gonna have problems with this one. Scotty, I'm not sure if you can hear me or not, but you completely lost picture, lost everything. There you are.
oh, can you see me?
Yep, we can see you again. Nope, now you went away. All right. Can't hear you. Nope, can't hear you. Can't hear you. No sound. Well, guys, we tried. Again, Scotty Austin. He's having problems. I know he's out on the beach near the water in Florida, so maybe his signal is bad. I don't know. We'll see if he comes back. Try this one more time. We may have to reschedule this.
I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, I'm not sure, my man. I'm not sure if you just have a bad signal because of your location. Who knows?
Possibly. Oh, look who showed up here.
Oh,
Mr. Peter Dante.
Peter Dante, how are you, Peter?
He's trying to help me fix my phone here.
I cannot wait to see you. So proud of what you're doing. You guys are doing great stuff.
Yeah, Scotty's killing it, man. Scott, you were telling us about who you were before. You were telling us who you were before you hit the music scene, before you exploded.
Well, I was in a gospel band with my family growing up when I was a kid. A lot of us in the South did that. Gospel in the South is really high energy and fast. It's basically rock and roll. And I just came from that. Then, I did a bunch of strange stuff. I went to college.
He went to rehearsed kid a lot. Scotty was one of the one kid in his family that actually could handle the rehearsals.
No, we had a bunch of them, man. But I went to college for classical guitar. I was in the Middle Tennessee Symphony. I played timpani. Yeah. I went to Costa Rica and stayed a few months and studied Latin music. I've done quite a few things that turned into my music now. I was the band leader for the NASCAR official Rolling Thunder band. I got fourth place in the world in the International Blues Contest on guitar.
How about that?
Yeah, that was quite an interesting
Well,
experience.
babe, I've seen this kid break a string during one of our shows, probably in New Hampshire someday, where he breaks a string, but he just touches the keys, meaning the top, that obviously if you play guitar, the tuners, right? So Scotty's playing with 4 strings instead of 5 or 6 strings, basically crushing chords, leads, and just tuning it up and down and making sure that we sound good.
As you can tell, me and Dante are down here in Florida getting ready for a gig, but we have a night off, so we're
right. Join life.
This is exactly what you would do if you were in this position.
That's right.
You'd have a couple of
Absolutely.
cold beers and watch the sunset over there. Look at that. Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys.
absolutely, man.
Well, you know
How
what?
did
We
you?
should all, and also, sir, let me interject real quick.
Sure.
We all should grow old together with our children in hand.
Yep.
So
Okay.
that's what we're looking
You know what you got going, buddy?
Man, talk to me about Better Than Ezra or Saving Abel. When did you get involved with Saving Abel? And how that come about?
It was it's actually a pretty short story. Their manager Jeff Hansen at the time. He's a guy that managed Creed and like discovered those guys. So he was a really big, powerful agent. I mean, manager. Pardon me. And he got a hold of a record that I made called "Trash the Brand," which it's on my Spotify. You guys can check it out. It's the record, and he got it, and he called me, and he's like, "You're the worst freaking singer I've ever heard," and then he just hung up. I'm like, "Thanks, dude. Nice to meet you." Like, but then he called back like a week later. He's like, "I can't stop listening to it, and you're terrible." He's like, "I just can't stop listening to it," and he decided it was his favorite record. And he was also Saving Abel's manager, and I was pretty jaded after all the years I did because I was a band leader for Stony Creek Records and Broken Bow Records, which is Jelly Roll's label.
Right.
But I was a country guitar player and a band leader there, and I just got tired of the music industry, and I was like, God, I'm done with this shit, and I just left Nashville and went back and moved in with my mom. And I decided to make this record because I wasn't a singer back then. I was just a guitar player that sang harmony. And I was like, I wrote all these songs over all these years. I'm just going to put them down because my son is autistic. And I wanted to make sure he had this after I was gone, because he's nonverbal. And I was like, I'm going to just record these. I wasn't trying to make them great. I wasn't trying to make hits or anything like that. I just wanted to put the music down. And Jeff got a hold of the record and loved it. And he wanted to be my manager. And like I said, I was already jaded. So I was like, I don't give a shit about you managers. I was like, okay, you want to be my manager? Well, I tell you what, Saving Abel's playing this weekend in Memphis. I want to open for him. He's like, done. I'm like, okay. It was like 3 days. And he kicked the band that was opening up for him off and put me on it.
Wow.
And that was a Friday night. That Saturday morning, Saving Abel called me and said, you're our new lead singer. We're going on tour in 2 weeks. Literally, that's what happened.
Well, Scotty, again, get with Saving Abel, already established band. What type of responsibility, emotional weight of that responsibility did that add on your shoulders?
Well, I had diarrhea for 6 months. Yeah. So there's that, No, I'm like, no, it was intense, man. It was intense to say the least. It's quite a weight, but I was like, oh my God, because like I said, this was the first time I was a singer. I was a guitar player, and this happened within like 6 months of me starting to sing the first time. I'm like, what? I'm like, well, I'm not going to tell them I can't sing. I'm just going to pretend until they fire me, and they never did. So I was like, okay, let's just keep this shit rolling. That's for real. That's as honest as I could possibly be.
Did stepping in that role, do you feel like that changed you as an artist, as a musician?
Oh yeah, man. Those guys were so seasoned. They played so many shows. It's like, you can't understand these pro bands how different they handle things until you get in one. And because like I said, I played many a years doing this stuff, but until you get on one of those road dog bands, I mean, it's like military style, like I was like, we played these shows, like we did this show in Florida. Speaking of, we were here called Earth Day Birthday. And my voice was blown out because, like I said, I wasn't a seasoned singer. Now I have like stability and I put in the work now. But then it's like I was, you're just not prepared for 21 shows in a row kind of shit, and 2 days off and another 20 shows. So I blew my voice out, and I was like, "Oh God, guys!" I mean, we were opening for Slash and Five Finger Death Punch. I'm like, my voice is blown out. I'm like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? And I'll never forget Scott Bartlett, my lead guitar player, looked at me and goes, well, you're going to suck and we're going to play. I'm like, okay, well, thanks for your compassion. Let's do this. Let's do this shit. And we did. We made it through it. Somehow I pulled it off. So now I've got this is way early on.
Right.
But,
Right.
thousands and thousands of shows ago.
Yeah, a lot of people will look at your life and be envious, and because so many people want to be famous, but I don't think people realize the sacrifice, a personal sacrifice that someone to reach your level of success you guys have to make. Talk to me about the sacrifices that you've had to
Dude,
make to reach that
one
level.
time, I was this is early on when I was still at Broken Bow Records. We was doing I was in one of the support bands for Jason Aldean on the Big Green Tractor tour. I don't know if you're familiar with that,
Yeah, yeah,
but it was like huge. It was a stadium tour, and it was like when he was really firing up. Now he's one of the biggest artists in the world, but then that was like his breakout. I mean, he had a bunch of big hits, but not like Big Green Tractor. So that's when he went to stadiums, and we were supporting him, and we were flying to shows, and I was still. I mean, I had years of experience, but I was still green.
right.
If that makes sense. So I ran into Randy Travis at the fucking airport. I don't know if you know who that is.
No, absolutely.
I was like, holy shit, that's fucking Randy Travis. I was like, man, I'm gonna talk to him. They're like, don't mess with him. I'm like, no, I got to. So I was like, hey, Randy. So as you know, I think you're amazing. I mean, like, I'm trying to do this with music with my career. I had to take a moment. I was like, do you have any words of advice? He's like, well, had to play this morning in Manhattan on Good Morning America, and I got a show tonight in New Orleans. I'm like, holy shit, that's exhausting. I was like, you still have to do this at your level? He's like, if you're lucky. So, so I was like, damn, like that's what you aspire to be exhausted, man. So it's music business. You have to have
Right.
perseverance over everything, man.
Got that same new Randy Travis smile now.
Yeah. I'm digging up bones.
Scott, you talked about opening up for bands like Five Finger Death Punch, but you also talked about you grew up singing in gospel, country, being a country artist. Was it weird being in that genre of opening up for heavy metal bands like Five Finger Death Punch, being that wasn't the genre that you came from?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. The music I make is just the music I make. I don't
Right.
put it in those categories. That's just where. I mean, when I started singing, my career skyrocketed. It's like I should have done that years before. But the beauty of it is I spent all these years learning to play guitar because that's my favorite thing to do is playing guitar.
Right.
So it's like, but I backed up a bunch of fucking turds in the country music business. I'm gonna tell you that. I think that's why I would decide to do it. I'm like, these fucking assholes walking around like they're hot shit, singing like this. I can at least do that good. I know you've heard them. I know you've heard these bands before. There's always somebody that's like in a band. You're like, and country music. A lot of country music is based on people with money, which is the opposite of how I feel music should
Right.
be. I think there's things that money can't buy, and that's skill and talent and hard work. That's one thing that poor people have over these fucking rich assholes out there. It's like your hard work can't be bought. Art is something that is God given.
Right. Talk to me about you deciding to go solo, man. Was this something that you were nervous about? Was this something that you thought about for a long time? Take me through those steps.
Man, there's too many steps for that one. But I tell you, it's a it's it's been a fantastic decision. The band I got now is stupid awesome because I have a great resume. So the guys in my band are fucking amazing, And I got some young guys that are super excited to be here. I went through as different band members putting my solo band together, but there's been a lot of reasons why, but there are other reasons, and one of the reasons is I don't people get in those famous bands and they're like arrogant assholes. It's not their fault. They just had their ass kissed for too many years, I guess. So I got
Right.
these young guys that are hungry, happy to be here. We're back touring in a van. I got to a point with Saving Abel that I didn't even like the music. I didn't like playing music. I didn't like music anymore. Like, man, how the hell is this possible? But that's because we got jaded because we toured so much. We would, we were doing 300 shows a year. That's a shit ton of shows.
Right.
So we didn't have time to practice. So we do the same set, and I'd hear myself saying the same stories over and over. Like if I was on guitar playing the same chords, that's one thing. I'm out there telling the same stupid ass stories over and over. I'm like, and I'd see people in the crowd that knew them. It's like oh shit, they know my story. Like I was that's like man, it's like it's just I got jaded, and then I went home and I actually went back to my hometown, and I got my best friend that I grew up with and put him on guitar. We just started over and we started practicing. We would I call it woodshedding. We just went to this little shop and we started making music, man. Like, holy shit, I fucking love this. So it's all over again. I just fell in love with music all over again.
It doesn't matter how successful, it doesn't matter how famous, it doesn't matter if you're on tour. Life happens. Talk to me about those times, man, where life was happening to you, but you're having to perform in front of hundreds of thousands of people, and you just don't want to be there because of shit going on in your life. How do you handle that?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I never had that happen. I'd be to that point until my foot hit the stage, and then all that melted away. So I got the sickness, man. I never lost that part that hour and a half on stage, or 2 hours, whatever the time was. But it was the rest of the day that got to you. You'd be like fucking miserable, and we not getting along because we're a bunch of alphas living in a single wide trailer on wheels. Some shit's going to go down.
Right.
But as soon as my foot hit the stage, I never lost that part. I just wanted to do something different besides telling the stories, because the music, the songs, I love singing. I love it.
Right.
I love it. I can't even hit the notes off stage, but on stage I can, So it's
You shared the stage with Jason Aldean, Buck Cherry, 3 Days Grace. Was there things that you learned from each of these artists while you were on tour with them?
hold on, sorry, man. There's a couple
jet?
of military jets flying over.
Right. I was talking about. We'll wait till it passes.
Yeah. Jesus, there's more. They're in barrel rolls. These guys are having a blast up here.
Blue Angels.
I don't know what the hell they're doing, but they're some kind of wild ass motorcycle ride in the sky. Okay. Okay.
No, I was talking about you sharing the stage with Jason Aldean, Buck Cherry, 3 Days Grace. Do you believe that there's things that you've learned from each of those tours from being on tour with these bands?
Absolutely. I learned, man, 3 Days Grace has been one of my favorites for a long time. I'm just crazy because I got to remember a show that I don't know what year this was. It was a long time ago, but I was at the show and I was getting to work backstage because I played in other bands, but I also like rock and roll. And it was a show with Buck Cherry, 3 Days Grace, Shinedown, and then Blackstone Cherry. Shinedown was the second band on, so this is a long time ago. They were just coming up. But I was like a huge Buck Cherry fan. I'm like, fuck, that's real rock and roll, man. And I watched that show, and 3 Days Grace wore everybody the fuck out. It was like I didn't even know I was a 3 Days Grace fan until that moment. It was ridiculous, man. Because like I said, I love Buck Cherry's style of music. That fucking cock strong, bass guitar, real American rock and roll, in my opinion. But 3 Days Grace was fucking stupid awesome. They beat everybody's ass. And I'll tell everyone to their face, like, I've come a long way since then, but fuck, 3 Days Grace beat the shit out of y'all. And that's coming from a fan perspective. I was
right. Scotty, what separates you from all the artists who tends to just fade away?
Well, I just I like to look at heart. I like to think of myself like a horse in the parades, man. I got those blinders on.
Right.
I'm just walking in the parade, man. I'm not worrying about anybody yelling from the sidelines. I just stay focused on the music and not worry about anything else. And I have my amazing wife, who's that's got my back a bazillion percent. She runs the booking agency, and she's way more successful with this than I am.
I was just about to bring up your wife as someone that follows you and your wife. Talk about a couple that's in love. Talk to me about the difference that she's made in your career.
Oh shit! That's the first time I started making money doing this. I'm like, you mean you can make money doing this? What the fuck? But you got to register songs. Who the fuck knew about that? Nobody told me that. Fucking, what is this shit?
Now, was this something that your wife just dove head in? Did she have reservations about all this life?
Well, we didn't really have any choice, man.
Right.
When I was no longer part of Saving Abel, man, it's like I just went back to nothing. And I had no backup plan. Like, oh shit, man, I'm not going to change your oil in your car. Shit, like, this shit's a disaster, man. And I can't pass the drug test. Fuck.
You talked about NASCAR's Rolling Thunder Band. How did that shape your discipline as an artist?
Well, I learned a valuable lesson. Because I was always about original music. When I had that gig, I had to play covers, and they picked them, and I would play my original songs in there, and I got fired for it. So, they paid really good, and limos and all that, and then they're like, "Hey, you got to play these songs." Like, "Oh, okay." We get up there and play our songs, and that didn't go well. I mean, it paid off in the long run, but at the time,
Look, you're a very unique artist because someone at the level of your success that you had, there's not very many artists at your level that would come on a Little Bitty Nothing podcast like this.
Man, I like you, and I'm blessed.
Well, thank you. But this is what I'm leaning to, though, Scotty. What has kept you humble, man? Look, I'm a Southern guy, born and raised Louisiana. You're a Southern man, right? Do you think a lot of that's your upbringing? What has kept you humble?
No amount of talent makes up for being a fucking asshole.
True.
I'm not building spaceships to the moon. I'm not curing childhood cancer. I'm singing songs about blowjobs 3 minutes at a time. Let's be honest with ourselves here, man. I got to remember who I am. No, I think about more than that, but you know what I'm saying. It's like
Right.
I'm just lucky to make music, and the only reason I get to make music is because people let me. It's like people that resent doing this. Like, I think the internet's going to is bringing a lot of people to the light, man. Because back in the day, there was people were able to be a fucking asshole and put out records because they didn't get to meet them. It's like now I get to see who you are. And art is to me. It's about life, and I like to share it with my friends, and I've got a ton of friends. I don't really have any fans. I just got a shit ton of friends.
That's an awesome way to look at it. What drives you in your music, man? For example, Taylor Swift, back in the day, what drove her was breakups, made her music, she wrote #1 hits because of that. What drives you? Is there something emotional that drives you in your music?
Well, it's different, man. I like to be able to, if I can represent a real life story into art. My grandfather, he was actually a really successful country songwriter. He wrote the B-side to "Stand by Your Man" by Tammy Wynette, but he wrote a bunch of songs. He wrote Willie Nelson did one of his songs. He did a bunch of songs. I can't tell you the names of them because, well, I'm an asshole grandkid, I guess. But
right.
But he wrote a bunch of great songs. And he was up until he passed. He just used to. He had an R&B and he'd drive around. He's like, hey, the song's not here. I have to go to where the song is. So he would just drive somewhere until he found the song. And but it was all about telling a story. Because I remember, like I said, I went to school for classical guitar and I learned all these fucking chords and all these scales and stuff. And I was trying to play them. And I sat down with him and he played 4 chords. I'm like, why do you play 4 chords? He's like, because that's the chords I sing in. I'm like, oh, it's not about the fucking chords. Right. It's about what he's saying. So I was trying to tell a story, and that's it's just, it's about storytelling. So I just want to be able to tell a story and put a melody to it that makes people listen to it long enough to hear the story.
You talked about, we were talking about being humble, and a lot of artists can be assholes. Well, if we're being honest, a lot of fans can too, especially in today's world of social media, man.
Well, that's true.
We have a lot of fans. We have a lot of, know-it-all fans, people who can't sing, people who don't, can't do a lot of things, but yet they want to judge others who do those things. How do you handle critique in this digital age?
I just laugh about it. I get a kick out of it. like, man, I never thought of it that way. You're right. I do sing out of tune. That's why I sing rock and roll, motherfucker. If I was good at this shit, I'd be a pop artist. Way to point out something I already fucking know. I'm a musician. Obviously, I have self doubt. We all do. But the difference is that I don't care enough to stop. Like I'm too stupid to stop. Like what I'm saying is more important than if I'm doing it right. What does that even mean?
Right.
Music is relative. All these ideas of in tune and out of tune, they only exist in our heads.
Mm-hmm.
That only exists in our heads. Somebody somewhere in the past was just as stupid as I am and decided figured out a way to write it down and go, this is what I'm trying to say. And then they've turned it into music law. Like that don't exist. Fucking music, there's no fucking right or wrong way to do music. It's fucking art.
Yeah.
Like, it just depends on if people listen and can relate.
Let's talk about your solo album for a moment, man. What feels the most personal about your solo album, and what song is your most personal song on this album?
Dante's over here. He's like, hey, what do I feel about the solo album? Well, I'm really proud of it. I'm extremely proud of it. You know, it goes through a lot of emotions because, like I said, I left Saving Abel and did that. So there's a lot of variety on it because I'm like, going as my name, I don't have to stick to a certain style, so I do a lot of different shit on it, which in turn makes it a work of art, really. My favorite song on it, man, I don't know. We talk about you. I think that's probably my favorite song on there. But everybody else tells my band they love the song Hurricane. I'm like, really? I mean, I like it, but the song Talk About You is kind of helped jumpstart my solo career because I wrote that when it got me my first record deal, and then it got me my next record deal. That one song. So I keep revamping it, doing different versions of it because it's stuck with me so many years.
A lot of artists write music for different reasons. When you're writing your music, are you writing to be heard or are you writing to heal, if that makes sense?
I guess heal more because of like this record I put out. I still don't have it on the internet yet. Like obviously I'm doing this shit for me, but I give it out to people all the time. I send it to them, mail it to them if they're at the show, and like, hey, I'll sell you one. If they're like, oh, I got the money, I'm like, well, then just have it. Fucking hey, just come have a record. I just want people to hear it, So I do it for me mainly, but I am putting that record out on the internet like in the next week and a half, supposedly.
That's awesome. Let's step outside of music for a second because I feel like you're someone that just has a really creative mind and music isn't something that's not all you want to do. Let's talk about the television. You started television hosting Biker Build alongside with stars of American Chopper. Did that challenge you in different ways other than music?
Yeah, it was unique. It was unique for sure. They don't give me a script. They just go, here's your bullet points. Entertain us, motherfucker.
Now, did television reveal things about yourself that music didn't?
I need to wipe my nose more. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. No. I mean, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
A couple more questions, man, and I'm gonna let you go because I know you this beach and with great people. I wish, you know what? In a few months,
ask him a couple.
No, that's cool. But look, in a few months, we're gonna be in Florida. We're gonna be moving there. I'm gonna contact you. We're gonna hang out, have a couple of drinks.
Deal. Sounds like a deal.
Yeah, absolutely. But a couple of other questions for you. Is there part of fame that just feels unnatural to you, Scotty? That this just is like you don't like it. Parts of it you just don't.
Yeah, no, there absolutely is.
Can I interject on that one real quick?
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's that previous.
No, you can't hold it. I want you to drop my phone.
He's that
in the water.
I would never. No, I'm not Brian, but love you, Brian. But Scotty's had previous engagements where he's been mistreated. He's never been treated like Scotty Austin the way he is treated right now. With Echoes of the King, with Live, Laugh, Love, all this stuff, his freedom, him having his band live with him, the way Courtney and him really carry a business. He now is to be respected with all aspects of his life. Best father to Graydon and Nova, best husband to Courtney, best bandmate. He's one of my bandmates, even though I have my own band. Guess what? I will always be a part of his band because we have a song together, which comes out in Echoes of the King.
That's on my record. The last song on
Laugh,
the
Love,
record.
yeah.
Yes, me and Dante sing that one together. That's true, right there. He's right.
So here's
Now-
this. I'm gonna tell y'all something about him.
Dante?
He's been through so much that watch the new Scotty Austin come to fruition with patience and love.
Oh, that's we gotta stop that. I appreciate it. Now, what was the question again? What would you say?
Well, the question was about, what feels unnatural to you about fame?
That kind of shit right there.
I mean, come on, you're hanging out with Mr. Billy Mousen, man. I mean, come on.
It's like, hey, don't worry. We don't have to laugh. That's not here.
Hey, guess what? I'm still looking for the line. Can y'all help me find it?
Okay, you got one more question. What you got, man?
One more question, man. If this was your last interview, Scotty, that you could ever do, what is the number one thing, the number one mark you want to leave on this world for all to remember?
I'm a loyal friend and family. I'm loyal to my wife. I'm what every husband should be. I'm a great father. I'd have 1,000 kids if I could. But please, play my music for your kids because I want that kid to live on.
Amen, brother. I hear you, man. You're incredibly, incredibly talented. I'm excited for you with this little career. I have no doubts how successful this is going to be for you, man, because you truly are incredible. I was a Saving Abel fan, Southern guy. Where can you go wrong? I appreciate I appreciate you taking your time out to be on this little podcast of mine. I really, really, really do. I look forward to seeing you in Florida whenever we finally make it out there.
Stay in touch, man. You know how to get in touch with me.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely.
Hey, thanks for talking with me, dude.
Thank you. Tell Peter I said thank you for gracing us with his presence, man. That's an honor to have him on his podcast.
Absolutely. Well. Tag him in the post, man.
Yeah, will do, brother.
Thank you guys for listening. Thanks for having me, dude. I'll see you all on the show soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
Later.